UNL student Larry Brown has a great passion for both bodybuilding and powerlifting, and he hopes to take that passion to be more successful in competitions in the future.
My name is Larry Brown. I was born on August 19th, 1979. Competitive bodybuilder in the National Physique Committee, and also a competitive powerlifter in various organizations. Started powerlifting back in 2009, 2010, I believe. I was still training pretty heavy. I hadn't done a show at that point for 4 years, and I needed some type of competitive outlet. So what I did was I had really gotten into some heavy training. I dropped some weight and decided to go into powerlifting. My first meet was the USPF, United States Powerlifting Federation, Illinois State meet at Lance's gym. So I trained for it, did the best I could with it. Squatted just below 500 for my first meet. Only did about 380 on the bench and pulled over 500. Did a deadlift of over 500. That was my first meet, so it was a pretty successful meet. And I've been doing 1 or 2 meets per year since then.
Come on, Larry!
What I do is around about 8 to 12 weeks before a meet, I count backwards. So I count backwards 8 to 12 weeks, like I said, and I plan my training out. What I like to do is I like to use preset programs, programs that are already in books, ebooks, and then I just scale the percentages of what I have to use up and down.
Before a competition, Larry Brown has a plan to be successful.
I just scale the percentages of what I have to use up and down, and I train with a particular focus for one day. So the weight may start out light, but then it ends up being pretty heavy right before the meet, and then what you do is that you kind of taper off. You taper off the weight and the reps, so you kind of just go light to kind of recover more. But it's a mapped out process, and it works pretty well.
While Larry Brown is successful in powerlifting, he's actually considering going more into bodybuilding than he is now.
I recently switched back to bodybuilding, so it's hard to say. I don't have the genetics to squat 8 or 900 pounds, so I just try to do the best I can. Like I said, it's hard for me to answer a question like that because it's just so far into the future. But what I would like to do in powerlifting is, my ultimate goal is to bench 500 pounds. So we'll see what happens.
Larry Brown also has some tips for people who are trying to get into bodybuilding and powerlifting.
Have fun with it. It's not meant to be something that is supposed to hurt you or take away from your everyday life, so use it to help your everyday life. Second of all, don't be disappointed in baby steps. No one got strong overnight.